So she's going to head to number 3. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. It's a 5-minute time limit for this course. All these classes that you're going to see this week, no course will be the same for each of the rounds. So every round they'll change it up a little bit. It gets a little bit harder as the week goes on, just to showcase the dog and the handlers and kind of to separate them to get that top 25-ish. I'll say that. Depending on how many they bring back for that final round. So these first couple rounds, you're just wanting to get full points with a full score or a fast time. But we've seen it before where you get full points and then you come in with a 5-minute time and you end up placing way higher in the finals than what you thought you would. So consistency is key in these first couple rounds at the finals. Wind decided to join us, as it does every afternoon, it seems like. She's working on that number 5. She's sitting at unofficially about 250, so still plenty of time. She's going to get the okay to move on. As these sheep figure out where that exhaust is throughout the week, you'll see them, they'll start beating the handlers to that exhaust. So you kind of have to change up that obstacle to make it. Nice job. Full points, and we'll listen for official score.
That was Cindy Good and SR Nash with a full score and a time of 3:19. If you guys could please come check in with the little gal, the cute little gal right here with the clipboard and the green shirt, so we can make sure we're keeping our run orders in order. That would be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Afton, Wyoming, for being one of our sponsors this year. They let us host the finals here every year, which is almost one of the best times of the year. I think fall is better, but the summertime here, it's a great place to be. So if you guys are wanting to take a quick trip up to Afton, come on down. We have food vendors, we have merchandise. You can come to the fairgrounds and see what we have to offer here. Okay, up next we're going to have Shauna Dillard and Coach. They're coming to us from Milne Sand, New Mexico. It's great to see these young dogs in these settings where they're getting the hang of things. Just having 2 sneak by, so she's going to circle them back around. Again, you want all 5 to come through. You can, if you want, I think you can take the points for the fetch. But again, points will beat time, so you're wanting that full 45 points on each of the obstacles. Great job, gets them through the fetch. So sometimes it comes down to, the fetch is super important because it comes, if we need to, if there's a tie between the time and the points, then it goes down to what they call the tie time, which is how fast they had the sheep through the fetch, which it's come in clutch quite a few times, especially when you get to that final round. The tie time can crown your national champion. So headed to 3. It's hard too when you're doing voice commands and you have the wind carry your voice. It's sometimes hard for those dogs to hear. Just wanting to circle them to kind of drive them across to that number 3. Ooh, if they'll just turn a little bit. That back one's seen it. We'll see if it pushes its way to the front. There it goes. Good job. Headed to number 4. This is a great cross drive across the arena. These guys do have a handler line. There's an orange ribbon tied down here on this panel, and that's kind of their line across the arena, so they cannot pass that, which with these younger dogs, that's a huge thing to be able to do, is to send your dog clear down into the other side of the arena and then have them work them. Coach is doing a great job taking his commands. There he gets it. Again, this number 4 and 5, it's just kind of been the one that's kind of eating up some time. Not quite being able to get it done, but still gets a score of 135 and a time of 5 minutes. Okay, up next we're going to have Mary, Weiss Carver, and Thea. They're coming out of Mayer, Arizona. So probably definitely a lot cooler up here. So as of right now, James Butler and Rum are winning the round. We've had 4 dogs go. The time to beat right now is a 2:08. Calls for a sheep. Again, giving your dog a little bit of time to see what direction those sheep are going to go and sends them on a come by. separated, but comes back together. Great job. I've seen it where they've kind of angled them a little bit further back and they've seen the opening. It's worked for some, it hasn't worked for others. I've seen some where they've kind of tightened it up and kind of rounded them around this one, see if they could see the opening. So this one's just kind of a mystery of why some of them just don't want to go into it. Nice job through 2. Heads them towards that 3rd. Ooh, one just snuck past it. They're so fast to get around it, so she'll circle them back around. So nice thing about this number 3 is it is connected to that panel. So they only have one way that they can come out, but they're so fast they can sneak past. But if you can get them lined up and they can see that opening, they should go through. They're just not quite wanting to turn. There we go. Headed across the arena to this number 4. Nice job through 4. Coming on about a minute left. There's a lot of time that you can make up if you can get them pinned. Again, they're learning where that exit is. Nice job. And you cannot run, so you have to do your best speed walk to get to that exhaust. And they're going to wait patiently for her. Time will stop. Great job.
That's Mary and Thea with a full score and a time of 4:36. Up next, we're going to have James Butler and /Jay Hayes. And then we're going to go down to Linda Franklin in 50. And then followed by that is Mike Thompson and Jet.
Okay, up next we're going to have James Butler and /J Hayes. Calls for his sheep. Hayes, super fast dog. Definitely covers some ground, leaves some dust. Nice job through the fetch. Great job through 2. You made that look way easy. Just nice little corrections. Good job through 3. Just a quick, takes his directions, adjusts, keeps those sheep moving. The sheep are aware where he's at. Slowing him down so that they can see that opening. Great job. Coming to the pen. You got to be kind of careful. This one is one where you can get into